Thank you.
We're ready for you when you're ready.
Okay, I'm almost there.
Yes.
Your mum looks gorgeous.
You guys had to check it out.
Thanks, Auntie. One so do you.
We got the big one here.
Oh, I tried to put my jewelry.
Okay, and it's out. All you have to do with her here.
What a cry.
Okay, now give me your arm. Start right, left arm. Please come in here. Keep them part of it.
Oh, Nikki. I'm crying.
Okay, and
No, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
and then your dad and your mom.
Hey, Nikki and Thomas, I'm so excited. I've waited so long. It seems like so long, but it's probably just yesterday, waiting for this day. Nikki, you look so gorgeous. I haven't seen Thomas yet, but I bet he'll look gorgeous too. And Thomas, don't forget the first dance after, well, at least I think I'm third on the list. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Nikki and Thomas, I can't wait for the wedding. Everything's gonna be great. We'll have lots of fun. Hey, Nikki and Thomas, just want to wish you congratulations, and everything's gonna be good. We're gonna have loads of fun, and hope everything goes well.
hi, Nikki and Thomas. Mazel tov. I hope you have a great evening. I know it'll be amazing. And good luck for the future. Love you both. Bye.
Hi, Nikki and Thomas. Congratulations on your wedding. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait, and you look great. Hi, Nikki and Thomas. Congratulations. You guys both are going to do a marvelous job today, and I love you both.
Tom, Nikki, I want to wish you guys the best of luck. Hope you have a wonderful life together. Hope you have a great honeymoon together. Hope the wedding went well or is going well or whatever. And again, I wish you the best of luck. I love both of you, and good luck. Best wishes.
Thomas and Nikki, have a wonderful friendship, have a wonderful, happy life together. We love you.
Thomas and Nikki, all we wish you is to be best friends forever and have a wonderful, long, healthy, and happy marriage, and may you be blessed with wonderful children, just as wonderful as we have been blessed with.
Put your eyes on him. Tip your head. Lips together. For Thomas. Looking right here. Here we go. I want to get one more of those. Put your eyes on him. Tip your head. Lips together. Just look. Setting that up. Fighting.
Yeah, I love it.
So are you guys getting photos? That's okay. Are you sure? Because we
We're gonna go get ourselves dressed for the rehearsal. I didn't know that they had hair. Yeah, watch your. Will you scoot just over one step? Nikki, you look beautiful.
It makes an incredible shot.
There's a little lull before the storm, but it's not really a storm. It's a piece of quiet just before we set things moving before your rehearsal. I'm looking forward to the evening enormously, and thank you so much for bringing me over to Florida. We're going to have a great day, and I wish you well for the future.
Nikki and Thomas, I love you, and we're going to have fun today. Me too. I think we're going to have a good time. Nikki and Thomas has a big kiss. Mazel tov, Nikki and Thomas. We're going to have a great time tonight. I'm going to party with you tonight, and I'll be with you. I got dressed up for your wedding, and I love you.
Hi, Nikki and Thomas. Mazel tov on your wedding. I'm so happy that you could finally meet someone that'll make you happy for the rest of your lives. So again, mazel tov.
Thomas and Nikki, I wish you a happy life together and may all your dreams come true.
Congratulations to Mazel Tov. I'm very happy for both of you, and best of luck.
Tommy and Nikki, I think you guys are a great couple, and you guys are going to have a great life together.
Hi, Thomas and Nikki. I know I just met you, Thomas, but you seem like a great guy, and I hope you stay a great guy, and I hope my sister, well, I hope you two have a great life together and stay together forever, because you look like you'll make it.
Nikki, you look absolutely divine. We are so thrilled for you. We could not wish for a nicer son-in-law. We're just over the moon. Thomas is fantastic. You look amazing. And Dad and I really couldn't be happier.
We couldn't be prouder of both of you. And Thomas, we welcome you into our family with open arms. We love you both.
Yeah. Can't wait for everything.
What? Just
I can't see.
She's like,
oh, I'm just
Everyone's even more nervous than you are.
She and Thomas are the cool.
I'm like flipping out about walking down the aisle and
Of everyone.
youngsters.
Hillary, aren't they cute?
Mom!
Okay, excuse me.
That's fine. But what color is it? But what color is it?
Black.
Okay.
Do we sign in?
And then
Black.
there's so many pens.
Ready? I'm gonna sign then.
That was quite a burp.
Well, the witnesses
Did you get the
should,
burp?
should witness.
Yeah, you too.
Are you witnessing?
Are you witnessing, Lise?
Yes, I'm witnessing. You're the right bride.
It's all right. Let's lean in.
Nikki, just come around where we can see. So, don't look at me, look down at the Katuba, everybody. Look at the Katuba.
Jacqueline, look.
Here we go. Thank you. Here we go.
Nikki Caspi, that's who I have also.
Okay, that's it.
You who were paying attention yesterday with what they were reading. It was the story of Abraham. The parsha is called Lech Lecha, and this is the story of Abraham leaving from his father's house and going off and making a name for himself, so to speak. And then it talks about him and his wife, Sarah, and their struggles to have a child, which they finally end up conceiving.
Everyone can be seated.
Yeah, you can sit. You don't need to stand. So this portion really has it has a lot of obvious connections to the marriage ceremony and the marriage service. This is my true first day of enjoy.
Yes.
Of kind of making it out on my own. This is
Come on, Thomas,
the day.
don't be so smart.
All right. Okay. So I'm cutting the umbilical cord. I'm done with him, and
That's by the way, you're supposed to sort of do some of these things. You know?
Yeah. So
he's trying to talk, and then it's make a little bit of fun.
So other things that they were talking about. One of the big things is that to me, this marriage isn't just about Nikki and I, but it's really about being connected to a greater sort of tradition. And one of the big things in this parsha is that God is talking to Abraham and telling him that his children will be like the stars in the sky. And to me, that really strikes a chord because I am one of those stars in the sky, right? I'm one of the descendants who's the star in the sky. And then the kids that Nikki and I have, and the grandkids and those grandkids, are just more of those stars in the sky. So it's it helps. It helps to kind of feel connected to all of that. And then just the last thing is that in this parsha, they talk about the covenant of the halves, where Abraham makes a covenant with God, and in this covenant, he's to take a cow, a goat, and a ram, and he has to cut them in half and separate them, and then walk through these two separated halves. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and oh, good. Oh. The cantor's here. Fantastic. That's a good part. Yes. And so he separates the two halves, and he has to walk through it, and this way they make a covenant. And so it's really symbolic of having, of how two halves don't make a whole when they're separated. And really marriage is the same way, where you have these two halves, and when they're just two halves, it's not the same as having these two things all in one. That, you know, basically without Nikki, I'm just a cow's ass, so to speak. So. Oh, okay.
All right, we have a couple here. all in the family, all in the family.
And so with that, you know, I'd like you to just raise your glasses, I guess. And I hope you enjoy the day.
This is the ketubah, marriage contract, and
It's written in Aramaic, which is the legal language of the Jewish people. The Talmud is in Aramaic, and ever since Talmudic times, the Ketubah, which are the legal obligations that bind the groom and the bride together, is written in Aramaic. In the bold areas is where a local scribe, filled in the date, the respective names of the bride and the groom and the parents and so on and so forth. I'm not going to translate the entire contract, but I'll give you the bottom line. The bottom line is that if necessary, you will mortgage the shirt off your back.
Not if necessary, when necessary.
That the truth is that it's a legal contract, but it's probably the most beautiful love letter ever written, because in it the groom pledges to love, to cherish, to honor, to respect, and to support his bride forever and ever. And that becomes the #1 priority in his life. So everything has been filled in except for the fact that you have acknowledged and taken upon yourself the responsibilities and obligations stated herein, which will presently be done. And it will be witnessed by 2 witnesses, because any legal transaction in Jewish law requires the testimony of 2 witnesses who will sign on the bottom. This is a form of transaction. I'm going to ask you to raise it in your right hand. You're going to legally acquire this. This is like legal tender, and with it, all of the obligations herein, okay? Okay. Now, if you want to give it back to the cantor when you finish, that's fine too, but you become the legal owner of this, as well as bound to everything that's stated in here, okay? So... I'm watching. I'll give you a chance, you know. I'm just giving you a second chance. This is the moment of truth right here. Yeah. Okay. So, Cantor Baumgarten and I are witnesses to the fact. Okay, raise it in your right hand. Okay. You can hold on to it. You can do whatever you want with it or give it back. I'm now going to fill in.
Hold on to it.
Under the chuppah, under the wedding canopy, at which point it will be given to the bride and kept in safekeeping for all eternity, forever and ever.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you in the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh wrinkles your nose, touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never, never change.
Welcome Cantor Schneur Zalman Baumgarten, former cantor of the Riverdale Jewish Center in New York, to formally welcome the groom, invocating the blessing of God with Baruch Haba.
Baruch haba, Baruch haba, Baruch haba. Mi adir alehakol, mi baruch alakol, mi gadol alakol, yes. Akallo v'yes
Keeping in the Jewish tradition, we invite the groom, Thomas, to perform the veiling over the bride, a tradition that traces itself back to biblical days when our mother Rebecca first set eyes on her husband-to-be and veiled herself as a sign of modesty and exclusivity, that the two were destined to become one, and she and he to forever be exclusively devoted and loyal to each other. But there is yet another reason that the bride is veiled before the chuppah ceremony. It is so that the groom forever remember that the beauty with which she radiates and glows and shines today is not merely external and superficial, but she radiates with an inner beauty, innocence, and purity. The bride and groom on the day of their wedding are as innocent and sinless as a newborn baby child. And so, Thomas, the groom, will remember that throughout life, the physical form and appearance inevitably changes, only for the better. But the love is only constant, is ever constant and ever growing. And it is also a reminder that the bride that you see today may not always be the person you discover when you're married. As our patriarch Jacob thought he was marrying Rachel and married Leah. Rachel was his wife of love, and Leah was his wife of fate and of destiny. But today in Nikki you have both. The wife of love, the love of your life, and the wife of fate and the wife of destiny. But should inevitably things turn out to be at some fleeting moment not quite what you anticipated, today you say, I am committed to every part of you. What I see, what I don't see, I will cherish and love every part of you. We have a deal? Okay. We'll now ask the groom to perform the veiling. Cantor Baumgarten will now formally welcome the bride and the bridal party to the chuppah ceremony. C major, please, from the band.
Mi bon sia shoishan khoichim avas kalom mesos doirim mi bon sia shoishan khoichim avas kalom mesos doirim Ayhu yevorech es hechoson es hakalo Hu yevorech es hechoson yes hakalo
Beginning the ceremony, we will recite a blessing over wine, the traditional beverage of choice, with which we sanctify every occasion. And it's because it takes a lot of effort to extract the juice out of wine. And because in life, often what is most meaningful, and particularly in a marriage, is that which requires the most effort. We will begin with the blessing of Borei Pri Hagafen, and invoking the name of God and the sanctity that He bestows upon this holy matrimony. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei Pri Hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kidishanu b'mitzvo yesod v'tzivonu al ha'arayos v'yosar elonu es ha'arosos es ha'nesuos elonu על ידי חופו וקידושין. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש עמו ישראל על ידי חופו וקידושין. Father of the groom, please come forward. Give the groom a rule of the wine. The mother of the Kala, mother of the bride, is invited to come forward. Give Nikki. I'd like to call forward 2 witnesses who will witness the placing of the ring by the groom on the forefinger of the bride, which legally formalizes their union as is required and prescribed under Jewish law. The wedding band that we use is simple, unadorned, undecorated, reflecting the innocence, simplicity, and purity of the occasion. And a ring is the object of choice, because if you look at a ring, you can also see it as a link. And with this ring, not only do you link yourselves to each other, because you may think that you first encountered each other somewhere in cyberspace, but the truth of the matter is that you walk down this aisle 2 separate people, now you become one, but spiritually you always share the same soul. And so this ring symbolizes your coming together, and as a ring has no beginning and no end, it represents an endless and enduring relationship, and you should enjoy an enduring, permanent, and eternal love that has no beginning and no end. The witnesses are asked to first inspect the ring, that it has the prescribed value necessary under the requirements of Jewish law. Make sure that Thomas didn't go away too cheaply. Okay. Shall we put them? Yes. Okay. He wants the box. Okay. It's a good omen to being next. Okay. I'm going to give the ring to Thomas, who's going to place the ring on the right forefinger of Nikki. Before he does so, will repeat after me the words, the formula with which you are formally bound and consecrated. Hare, at, Nikodeshes, li, betaba'as, zoi, kedas, Moshe, Yisrael. Basically. The words that Thomas recited, translate in English: you are hereby formally betrothed to me in the tradition of Moses and the Jewish people. This completes the first part of the ceremony. At this time, we are going to read the ketubah. The ketubah contains within it the contract and the obligations that the groom obligates himself to the bride. And although it's a legal contract, it is in fact one of the most beautiful love letters ever written. I'm going to read it in its original Aramaic, which is the legal language of Jewish tradition. Listen, your attention, please. I know you took Aramaic in college, so you gotta understand every word. Be'echad b'Shabbos, Arba'a Seyayim L'Chedesh Marchesh Min Shnas Chamesh Salofim U'Shva Meis V'Shishim V'Arba L'Briyas Eilam L'Minyan Shanamein in Khan, Boca Raton, Florida. Eich HaChosin Yaakov ben Michal Amar Lada Itza Sarek Golda Bas Moshe Mendel. Havel L'Intu Kedas Moshe V'Yisrael V'Anoifach V'Eikir Wiesen V'Afanis Sechi Leiche Kilchus Geben Yudain Deflachen Meken V'Zon Mefanis in Lushein Bekushtal V'Hivne Leiche Marichi Zuzi Meya Dechazi Leiche Midrabanan Umezurzichi V'Chusesi V'Sipeche V'Miyal Leisi Keirach Kolada V'Tzvois Mora Saragolda Itzadab V'Havis L'Intu V'Dine Dunya Danayla Lemi Beinosha Bein Bekeze Bein Bezal V'Bein Petachshitin B'Monu De Levusha B'Shemusha Dira B'Shemusha De Arsa Kel Kibel Alav Yaakov Chosen Dinan B'Chamishim Skukim Kesef Tzoref V'Tzor V'Yaakov Chosen Dinan V'Chesif La Mandilei Eid Chamishim Skukim Kesef Tzoref V'Chein Kinegn Sachakel Meir Skukim Kesef Tzoref V'Kach Omi Yaakov Chassan Dinan Achrei Stark Subosada Nidun Yedin V'Seftadak Kiblis Olai. Briefly put in this ketubah, which is now yours for safekeeping forever and ever. The groom basically wrote his entire life away. To quote the language from the ketubah, even to mortgage the shirt off my back. To protect, to love, to cherish, and to honor. You like that? I'd like to share a few words, not that we haven't already, with the groom and with the bride and with all the family on this very special occasion. Yaakov, for those who may not know, is the Hebrew name of the groom, and Sarah, Golda, is the Hebrew name of the bride. Jewish mysticism and Kabbalah tells us that if you want to know someone, it's all in the name. When Kenta Baumgarten walked down the aisle, he's saying the beautiful words that we say every morning in prayer, Matovu Aholecha Yaakov Mishkanotecha Yisrael. How beautiful. How beautiful are your tents, Jacob, the dwelling places of Israel. I just want to tell you something. You look down this aisle, the white carpet extends that far. But walking down this aisle today, not just the two of you, not just your parents, not just the grandparents we're blessed to have, but walking alongside of you are the generations of Jews before you who lived and died, so that in this very day, in 2003, two young, beautiful Jewish peoples who come together in holy matrimony and establish your link in this golden chain that goes back thousands of years. We stand under this canopy and all four sides are open. And that is in the tradition set by the father of you and me and everybody here, Abraham, whose home was open, whose tent was open to all. Because when you're establishing a Jewish home, we are acutely aware that we must live for a cause that transcends our own selves. Our home needs to be open, a place to share, a place to give to others, a place to emanate light to the world. But too much of an open home can also create vulnerability. And that is why you, Nikki, began the ceremony by encircling your new husband 7 times, creating a protective fortress around him and around your home. And this is the way the Torah describes the beauty of the tent of Jacob. On the one hand, it was open, but on the other hand, it was protected, and it was modest. And so today we celebrate a new tent of Jacob, a new house of Jacob that is both open and at the same time secure, strong, with the foundation of Torah and of the mitzvot. The name Sarah is the name of the first Jewish woman. We just read about it yesterday in the Torah. And God turned to Abraham and he said the immortal words that every Jewish husband has remembered ever since. God said, Abraham, everything that Sarah tells you, just listen. Quote verbatim, straight out of the Bible, straight out of the Torah. It is because Sarah is the mainstay, is the pillar, is the foundation of the home. The two of you together are joined by your parents, by grandparents. 3 generations join us here today, and I have to tell you that according to Jewish tradition, up to 5 generations of ancestors join the family at the chuppah. But this is the first generation born and made in America, on the groom's side. And it is the 3rd generation that validates the first. Abraham wasn't sure whether his legacy was going to live on until Jacob was born. Because when there is a link, when there is a chain that has 3 links, it'll never be broken. So today the two of you take your place in the family of the Jewish people and the responsibility that goes with it to build a Jewish home. May God Almighty bless you with health, with happiness, with love, with unconditional acceptance of one another. May you be blessed with children and grandchildren for generations to come. And may this truly be, and I know it will, and I know everybody here knows and joins me in wishing that it truly be a golden link in the glorious chain of the Jewish people. Amen. We're now going to... No, it's not over yet. I'll let you know. We now proceed to the second half.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yoytzer haodam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yotzar es Adam b'tzalmoi b'tzelem dmus tavnisoi v'hiskin loi mimenu binyan adiyad baruch atah Adonai Yoitzeid Havadam.
We'll call upon Cantor Baumgarten to recite the final 3 blessings.
Sois tosis visogelo akoro Bikibutz boneho lesoecho besimecho Baruch atah Adonai mesameach Tzion bevoneho.
Amen.
Samach tisamach Reimo ahovim Yisamech acho yitzirecho Began Eden Mikedem Baruch atah Adonai Mesameach Choson
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher boro sosoin v'simcho choson.
Amen.
Now call the father of the... Who poured last time? The father of the bride. conclude the ceremony with the traditional breaking of the glass. We are acutely aware that as we celebrate today, our joy is incomplete without our restored Jerusalem. And it also reminds the groom and the bride that whenever anything breaks in the house, the thing to say is, Mazel Tov.
Yerushalayim tishkach yemini im eshkachech Yerushalayim tishkach
Mazel Tov! I need the two witnesses.
Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov. Yeheilanu, 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 Ulechol Yisroel. Yeheilanu, Yeheilanu, Ulechol Yisroel. Yeheilanu, Yeheilanu, Ulechol Yisroel.
Okay, Thomas. Yeah. You need to hold on to this.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. This is the.
Keep coming. No, it's in the back.
Okay, everybody looking this way.
Oh, you look lovely. Look at him. Look at him.
Let me talk to you. Don't speak, but just smile. I can't see you, sir. Okay, let me get another one of those. All right, now let's get a crazy one.
Thomas and Nikki are on their way back to us. This is just Nikki's side. Nikki's side, please.
We go 1, 2, 3, yeah! Let's do it again.
One
Stay
more.
there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And just one more. Now we're in the front here. Are the right feet supposed to be together? Okay, we're ready. Here we go. Nice and happy. Bye, guys. We really got to hurry up and get into space. Okay, now let's do a crazy one. Hey! Another one,
Congratulations.
Bride looked beautiful.
So I asked somebody that was sitting near us if this was
Hi. Congratulations, Nikki. I'm Thomas.
And that's on Broadway.
How did we get that?
What's that move?
What table are you at? You work too?
I used to be the captain of
Congratulations.
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 Beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello. You caught us. It was a wonderful occasion.
Hey, Mike. Hi, Mike. Salto. Nikki, más alto.
And it's all about attaining the public good that he ruled by force. He didn't have any sense of...
הכרתי את מייק בלונדון לפני 20 שנה.
Oh, right now. That was horrible. Mike, there's incriminating evidence on this video that you need to edit out, please.
Fun.
Who caught it? We're
It was amazing.
I mean, it was just so lovely because I remember we were friends
So much nice stuff about you. I'm really glad you could make it happen.
Come on, Judy, get in the picture. There we go.
Tell Michael Gross the lamb is excellent. It is the best.
Are we on video?
It's all about table 19. 19. Table 19. Congratulations.
Well, I have to tell you that Nick.
lucky. We're taking pictures.
We're going to take a picture.
Hello. We had a wonderful time. We had perfect weather, and we couldn't be happier.
The sunset was gorgeous, and the thunder signaled approval from above.
Congratulations, Nikki and Thomas. Enjoy the rest of your life together. Oh, he's recording. You gotta say something. Is this all?
The message here is from Romania, this young man.
Where's Alexi?
I talked with him.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Smile.
Can you get a little closer to him
Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to present for your entertainment this evening, to start off the proceedings, what we so politely refer to in England as a film.
I met Thomas on the internet. I actually met him on a Jewish website. It's a Jewish symbols dating website called JDate.
I emailed her, and by Sunday night we met up.
We arranged to go to a local coffee shop called GTUT. When I met him, I came downstairs and I was standing on the corner and I saw him across on the other side of the street.
From there we went and had coffee. We were sitting in this private little area, secluded area.
And it wasn't really very secluded because there was another place to do.
In any case, it was a lovely day. We had coffee, got to know each other, and it was enough for us to decide that we wanted to go out on the stage.
With all your faults, I love your smell. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you.
You see that I see.
It was a very quick romance. I mean, we met end of October, and certainly by Thanksgiving, we had definitely fallen in love.
I just think we were attached to the hip from the first few days. We just didn't want to leave each other's side. It was really nice. I always got butterflies, and I still do get butterflies in my stomach when I see him.
I remember being home for Thanksgiving. We were talking on the phone. We were calling each other 4, 5, 6 times a day. And I mean, it was great. It was just the most amazing thing ever. You hear these stories about what it's like when you fall in love. And it was everything that people had said and then some. It was just amazing. I just knew. We had known each other for such a short time, and I just knew that she was the one I wanted to spend the rest of my life with.
Very clear. I love is here to stay.
Thomas, I want you to know I'm so excited to start our lives together. and this is just the happiest days of my life, and I can't wait to just spend every day with you.
Nikki, I love you. I am so excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I can't wait to see what our future holds for us, and I'm just so thankful that I get to be with you.
Oh my dear, our love is here to stay.
Stop, what's it?
Together we going on a long, long way. In time, you rock as we crumble, you roll to me tumble. They only made a way. Word, I love you till Tuesday.
And welcome the bride and bridegroom, Nikki and Thomas, the new Mr. and Mrs. Klein.
relatives and friends, it is with great pleasure that Yvonne and I welcome you all here tonight to celebrate the marriage of Nikki to Thomas. It's only a couple of weeks since we celebrated Alexander's bar mitzvah, which was truly wonderful. Some of our family had to return home for the interim period. What with the jet lag, most of them don't know if they're coming or going. But at the last count, they're all here tonight. It has been said that the best thing about distant relations is in fact the distance, but not by me. Indeed, we are truly honoured that so many people have travelled so far to be here tonight. You can applaud yourselves. We have guests from all over the states, England, Costa Rica, Panama and Israel. And I must add that Israel is forever in our thoughts during these uncertain times, and I'm sure we all pray for peace. I'm especially delighted to have both my parents here this evening and look forward to December the 1st when they're due to celebrate, listen to it, 65 years of marriage. A lifetime. I also warmly welcome Yvonne's mother, Patricia. On a sadder note, I must say how sorry we are that Yvonne's dear father, David, Uncle Joe, Auntie Dory, Judith's parents, Bertha and Vass Florian, and Mike's mother, Piri, are no longer with us. Having 4 wonderful children, all with individual characters, whom we adore, Yvonne and I are not new to making simplers. However, this is our first transatlantic one, and we have found certain differences do occur. For instance, the florist in England makes a flower arrangement. In America, they make an event. Which we found out when we had an appointment to see a florist's work. We arrived at the hall expecting to see a couple of table arrangements, and at the most, a sample pedestal. Instead, we entered the ballroom to a royal trumpet call to find several members of staff wearing medieval gowns dancing their way around an indoor botanical garden. There was so much going on that we weren't sure if they'd started the party without us. With the help of our friend Tony Page, England's answer to France, with a better accent I might add, and a lot less arm movement. Also Andrew Macier, the catering manager of Boca. Andrew, where are you? Andrew? There he is. And most of all, my wife Yvonne. This wonderful evening has been beautifully orchestrated, and I thank you all for your hard work. Speaking of Yvonne, it is tradition that the husband should say some lovely things about his wife. And what I would like to say is this. Seriously, Yvonne is the most amazing mother to Guy, Nikki, Amy and Kimberly, and a best friend to me. We do argue sometimes, but that's normal. As always, she looks wonderful tonight. Doesn't she? Yes. Excuse me. Thank you. And so to Nikki, the blushing bride. You come a long way from the baby that will cry every time we left the room and get louder and louder until someone came in. You wanted to go to art college in the States, but we insisted that you could only study in America if you're accepted at a good university. We thought that this might be quite a challenge, but true to your nature, your sheer determination to get what you want proved us all wrong. Beautiful. And so today, a few years later, I see you radiantly happy and looking so beautiful as you begin a new chapter in your life as Thomas's wife. We had always hoped you would find Mr. Right, but even better than that, and fulfilling every Jewish mother's dream, we found Dr. Right. I remember the afternoon when Thomas called to ask my permission to marry Nikki. I was so choked up with emotion, and I'm sure you won't believe that. I started crying, I was unable to speak. I left poor Thomas hanging on the phone in silence, waiting for my reply. Thomas, in the time time that we have known you, we have seen you to be a charming, sincere, reliable person with a clear idea of what you want from life and how to achieve it. Not only that, you can cook. Yes, you can cook. More important than all these qualities is that you obviously make our daughter very, very, very happy. We welcome you into our family, together with your dear parents, Michael and Judith, your brother David, Mike's father, Karoli and Anna, all of whom have shown us such wonderful hospitality. I can't finish without mentioning another new and very important member of the family, CJ the Chiweenie. For those of you that don't know what a Chiweenie is, don't be embarrassed, I didn't. It's a dog. As far as I'm concerned, any dog that has its own social life, including parties at home, wears a tuxedo, and carries an umbrella, deserves a mention. Finally, I would like to thank everyone here for coming and appreciate that without you, tonight would not be possible. I'm sure you would all like to join me in wishing Nikki and Thomas every happiness, success and good health for the future. So please relax and enjoy the party before it turns into an unforgettable memory.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got to love everything so smooth. Just give me your heart, make me Loris, forget about it. I'll tell you one thing, if you would leave us be a crying sheet, I hang you with the lead your love, melting my ears, spinning me around. Is on the radio. Don't know reason for reason. Hey, baby, I wanna go. You be my girl. When you tell me to go away, that's a girl I wanna stay. Come on, girl, now keep it.
It is my privilege to remind all of us of the sacrifices being made by young men and women all over the world in the name of freedom. We have a special interest that the Lord watches over my nephew, Mark Mishka, whose family is here tonight, and returns him home safe and sound to his family, as well as the many other young men and women fighting all over the world for peace. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the United States of America.